y'all. Southside to be Pacific. You know. Okay. Take deep thought and meditation. That nigga's mind regulated on the soul. Light bulb. Get up. But nigga, tell me, why I gotta take you? Nigga, tell me, why I gotta take you? And you ain't really my motherfucker. Listen, fuck nigga, tell me why I gotta take you. Now listen, baby girl. Why I gotta take you? Tell me, why I gotta take you? You ain't my mother, you ain't my brothers, you ain't my cutties, man. You ain't even friendly, trying to move a couple families. Since nobody in this world that truly understand me, no explanation. No explanation. A real nigga over here, motherfucker, you deserve no explanation. Nigga, tell me, why I gotta take you? And you don't even take me talk behind a nigga back, gotta cut another nigga straight loose. When things ain't cool, and you try to play smooth, and you realize it just ain't you. And niggas like the pillow talk, you get on in your business, tell the business just some shit you can't do. I ain't for the bullshit, niggas be lying all the time. I ain't for the bullshit, it's hard to find a nigga cause I'm in a plane. Gotta pay attention to a nigga way, gotta keep your enemies close. Most of the time they friends, they'll cost you like a video game. And the superhero status cause I'm in a cave. I got a lot of damn weight around a motherfucker, so I gotta cut a lot of niggas in the way. And you ain't really gotta hear to get explained. There's a Jay-Z thing when it's in my brain. Before I hit the fan, niggas try to hit the thing. That's when you find out that a nigga lane wanna hit you from before you blow. Ask a nigga why I gotta take you? Tell me, nigga, damn, why I gotta take you? And you ain't really my motherfucker, listen, fuck nigga, tell me why I gotta take you. And listen, baby girl, why I gotta take you? You ain't my mother, you ain't my brother, you ain't my case, man. You ain't even friendly, trying to move a couple families. Since nobody in this world that truly understand, no explanation. No explanation. A real nigga over here, motherfucker, you deserve no explanation. And I can give a flying fuck. 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 Since my existence, you never put $1 on my equipment. And everybody know that the pilot lifted. And every now and then I feel the sky resistance. I'm over the world, I go with the flow. A lady's a woman, a hoe is a hoe. I got a baby. But these bitches are still trying to go me down. You just wanna share my path, but you don't wanna walk it with me. But I can't carry you on my back, and I ain't trying to show a lot of pity. The cockpit empty with no pilot. When you need someone to fly your plane, that's something you supposed to do yourself. And I don't need you cause you know help. And I can give a fly fuck when you hold spell. I'm about to do it big like sumo scales. And I ain't got no time for no tagalongs. I only fuck with niggas that's half involved. Shout out to the niggas that helped me out. The rest of y'all can pop without the Adderall. When I was putting in the groundwork, all you did was say watch, show me my motherfucker, why I gotta take you, nigga? Damn, why I gotta take you? And you ain't really my motherfucker, listen fuck nigga, tell me why I gotta take you? Why I gotta take you? Why I gotta take you? You ain't my mother, you ain't my brother, you ain't my cutty man, you ain't even friendly, trying to move a couple families. Since nobody in this world that truly understand me, no explanation. No explanation. A real nigga over here, motherfucker, you deserve no explanation. Tell me, why I gotta take you? Now I gotta take you. Now I gotta take you. A real nigga over here, motherfucker, you deserve no explanation.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That know you been that asshole. Freaky tonight, yeah. Let's take the clothes off. We're all kids go free tonight, yeah. Soul-centric flight. Devontae. What we doing tonight? I said what we doing tonight. Oh, we getting into the goddamn Mercury, Aquarius energies and stuff so we can know what's goddamn formulating and we can know what we need to do. So you need to be looking at 2 houses ahead when we start to talk about goddamn Chiron and the goddamn North Node. Because where they at? Aries energy. You know what I'm saying? So I've been showing the live example and other Aries in your life also. Live examples of what it looked like to be a mistake. Live examples of also, though, what it means to go for your spiritual path. Don't get that confused, though. Don't get that part confused. Sometimes you need to be a fool. So use that little fool card, Aries energy. You know what I'm saying? Then you could become the emperor or empress. The other Aries energy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we use the tarot cards and Greek mythology, witchcraft with medieval time. If we're going to do that, I just like to kick stuff the way I kick. Hey, I'm using tarot cards. Ain't even no tarot man on it. With a small Peter Pecker. Hey. I did everything first. Everything. It ain't nothing none of you rappers did. I ain't do first. Now I got the second question. Is rappers on my OnlyFans? They're like, God damn, can I keep something to myself? Can I keep something to myself? Yo, can I keep something to myself? I'm the Martian. I'm the only Martian on Earth. I'm the only person doing everything first. It don't matter. It don't matter what it is. I was in the bathtub first. Yo, whack 100 talking naked. And then it's word through the grapevine that I'd rather not watch. It sound like something I did first, though. Another copying nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm about tired of y'all copying me. Uriel, the only person that come on Earth dropping his nuts first everywhere and stuff like that on all social media and that. So I'm the only person do stuff like that. I'm the only person like, how everybody like all this saying, where's my $1 million? Now I'm tired of this secret loopity-loop through the Jewish system. Let's make the whole industry be like Uriel, but act like Uriel don't exist type stuff. I'm about tired of this now. We 12 minutes in yet? Yeah, because we got to get back in this energy. Let me get out my own energy. Yeah, my Narky Aries energy. You know what I'm saying? Narky Martian Aries energy. I got to get out of it real fast. You know what I'm saying? Real fast. Or the whole live stream going to go about some knowledge God want me to talk about and stuff like that. And then really I got to sacrifice because I really got trolls watching and I don't want the trolls getting this good holy knowledge and stuff. So it's like I want to stay on astrology. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the troll going to follow me all over the universe. It don't matter what universe, what time spectrum I'm in, probably a troll behind me somewhere. It's probably a troll behind me somewhere. They can only be like Uriel, never the image. It can be like, not me itself. You gotta try like the best way you can. You still can't. Can't sound like me. Can't be nothing. Grandma don't even want me to explain it. Grandma don't even want me to explain. Grandma don't even want me to explain. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep it short. And we're going to let 12 minutes come peaceful so I can be in peaceful energy as we slide in. Not like some of these celebrities, males, slide in some Pisces and slide out of their career. We're going to slide in and we're going to stay on point. And we ain't going to get confused and slide out of our focus because of stupid trolls. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Thank you so much for the donation, D Captain. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. Y'all want to know how deep it get? Because you know I was the beginning of everything. So I was even the beginning of monetizing and cash apps and donations. Y'all know that, right? Y'all don't know how deep I go with the stimuli. Y'all know I actually created the greeting of I appreciate the donation from my heart in any kind of capacity. It get that deep. It get that deep. You know what I'm saying? Don't think it all. The average content creator don't even know how to properly greet getting a donation without the Uriel template. So it's like I bring out God Bible-y energies down here, where it's like you don't even know why you do something, but there was a template already made here that came as a messenger angel in all existences, in all existences. It will be no such thing as I appreciate the donation from my heart, up, down, left, right, nothing. No, a person wouldn't even know what to say. It would be you. It wouldn't even be no such thing as a person even acknowledging donations or cash apps without the Uriel template. It get that deep. Oh, sad real stuff. Get that with 12 minutes in. You gotta know what's going on. We in a new world, my world. You know what I'm saying? It's up for the taking. No one can take it. It's mine. I'm saying, other than that, we're gonna get into some astrology, some real good stuff. So you Masons can learn. That's who really need. You Masons can learn. You Masons can learn. You Jews can learn more about the Maseroth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can learn more about the Maseroth and stuff like that, things of that. And you humans who've been learning, y'all can get the highest knowledge ever. No Sadguru, no shaman, no template, no Muslim from the Eastern Orthodox with some Indian version D-squared astrology chart to get you rocked to sleep because your jawline look like one of them astrological charts or something. I smell trolls. I smell trolls. My senses be up. I'm saying real stuff. It go beyond. So I said one of them words. One of them trolls. Some of the trolls fit in one of them words. So I'm good to go. Now we 12 minutes in. It don't matter. 9 seconds left. We good to go. Now let's check this out. So like I said, we got Mercury in Aquarius right now. So this is putting us in a situation where, you got to open up your throat chakra to make sure you're talking about something that has something to do with what you like to be associated with. Or you just wasting time. You ain't standing on business. And you're going to be talking to people, places, and things. We're talking to people who ain't got nothing to do with what you actually want to do behind closed doors. So you might try to force them and participate, but if it ain't materializing, if it ain't manifesting, these are confirmations that you're not getting out of some outgrown space that you in. And you're trying to make it be, trying to be a demon. You know what I'm saying? Generational Zeman. You know what I'm saying? No matter what generation you is. We got a lot of old fucks right now online that's getting a 1-2 together. Whether they 40, 50, 60 Kevin Samuel's energy or not. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we starting to see what the situation that's going on. And for the most part, well, here they go. I do it. I shouldn't even spoke them up. But with this energy being Aquarius, you got to know what to participate with, or you're going to be wasting time with, being associated with things that ain't got nothing to do with what you should be associated with and what God got for you. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all don't be like having no faith and belief, especially when it comes to finding the faith and belief in God. That takes having a lot of faith and belief in yourself first. And once you have a lot of faith and belief in yourself, God could pour it into you for you could start to compare and contrast the difference between yourself and God. And it ain't no way of getting to God if you can't even go through yourself first. So if you ain't even going through that battle, you're left in validity issues. You know what I'm saying? Validation issues like this troll trying to get validated on my channel because they know I got the hardest knowledge online. They be playing with all my numbers they can't play with. Some numbers break through the shadow banning, but they be trying their best and stuff like try their extreme best. They just mad because I'm the modern Elvis. That's it. They like, oh, to see when the true indigenous come back, they like get mad because they kind of get exposed who they was copying all this whole time and stuff like that. So it don't matter what new race of mutt they was trying to create. They was copying the indigenous phenotype, the original Indian. That's it. So it don't matter what it is, hair product, the face look, whatever like that, all movies, all Greece, they all Greek people copying people with longer dicks. That's it. Never forget that. Never forget that. Always the copying. Why you think your spirit's so powerful you could change the word bitch and now it's a curse word? It's no longer mean a female dog. Y'all better start respecting y'all power. Something wrong with y'all. A lot of y'all ain't part of the indigenous phenotype. That's why. But a lot of y'all do got a lot of that blood in y'all still. You gotta find it. You gotta find those awarenesses. And when you got the mental forms of your other grandmothers and stuff, well, we gonna keep dealing with this, and we ain't gonna get nowhere. I'm saying. Just gonna keep dealing with this dumb shit. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. The routine pattern. Do the same thing. Think I'm gonna get different results. Do the same thing. Hey, last time I checked, that was insanity. So use this person as an example, y'all, to not be insane. You know what I'm saying? They just mad on New Prince and Michael Jackson and stuff like that. They're like, oh no, it's supposed to be one of us. Michael Jackson sold his soul already, and Betty Wright sold their soul already. No, they just mad that who they was copying here ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So now they got to find other ways to block it. They got to find other ways to stop Devontae from singing and Jodeci to break up and stuff like that. They got to stop it. They got to stop all kind of stuff now. So they're like, it ain't my fault. I'm creating a new good creation, not a bad creation. Oh, it's not a bad creation. Hey, I'm coloring things good. Don't color me bad. I wanna sex you up all night. Can it feel alright? You don't go no further than that. Stop hating on me. I said, stop hating. I said, don't challenge me. Real stuff. I leave open panels open long enough for y'all to come and try to do it intellectually and stuff. All this shadowy way is phony. But I know it's we in the new age technology way, so we in some new kind of like the new technology where the bullies could try to become, the nerds could become bullies now. They ain't bullies. You ain't bullying me. You just make yourself look weak. Because it's a good allegory and a slingshot way, and you know what I'm saying, a leeway into talking about Aquarius right now. You know what I'm saying? So look, when we got Mercury being in Aquarius, the way we think, communicate, and how we analyze and stuff like that, you need to reevaluate that because that's on your mind, and that's part of what your spirit be associating with. So a lot of times y'all got to separate yourself from the mind. Y'all listen to all these spiritual esoteric channels, and they have you believing that your spirit is the mind. Then they have you believing that your soul and the spirit is something different. When all of these things are just terms for experiencing. So when you are experiencing your individual spirit, your own space, that is what we call in the soul. When you are in other people's space and creating a mind state of what you think about it and things of that nature and how you can use it for yourself, then you're in the spirit. You're in the multiple spirit of the world, separating from your own, just being aware of what you're creating in your own space, your soul. So these are just terms that we experience as a spirit. That's multiple. So you either experiencing your own self at the moment, your own soul, or you experiencing somebody else's or other people's soul, spirit. You're getting in the spirit because it ain't your idea you develop it. You either getting in some Jewish spirit and they came up with the idea of Jesus Christ in that space and you needed to help you with your life. So you jumped out of your space, went in their space, took that little form, Jesus Christ, brought it back in your space and thought you could move in your space a lot better with that fluid. So you was in the spirit. But when you got back, when you went out in the spirit and went back into your own soul and put out what you got from other people's souls that we call spirit once it turned into multiple. Feminine. Once it turned into singular masculine, it's soul, individual. So that's where the term solo come from. But these forms, these objects are just deities, representations of the prime mover inside of it, entity. So you got the entity, the space, deity, the forms. So, your spirit, no thing will be the entity, and your mind, your something in your body, those will be the deities. So you can look at space as the entity and time and matter as the deity. So space, spirit or soul, if the individual space. Time, mind, the first deity. You know what I'm saying? That can play out as the image. Then you got something like the image when it condenses and become a form, the other deity. So you have a masculine and feminine side of the deity, and your mind play out as masculine and your body play out as feminine because it receives. So your mind masculine condensed. The first man was a woman. It manifested and became a mind and then an organ, and now it can receive from other spirits doing the same thing, and that plays out as the feminine energy. But masculine and feminine are just experiences. These are things that we add titles to just externalizing and expanding or separating from from something, masculine, and going in something, or containing ourselves within something, or encapsulating ourselves into something to be saved, whether that's a mind state, a memory, a form that we don't want someone else doing the same thing, thinking we're something different, and we want this to uphold that. And when we're doing that external, internal energy, all spirits from the androgynous state are able to do that. And when you're doing that on 1% scale more than the other, when we start to condense this atmosphere, that's when you create your puzzle piece that may be a specific organ that cater to male or female, but you still have attributes to the other energy. And therefore, we're all still here to, put the puzzle piece together. You know what I'm saying? I keep forgetting. Stop going deep like that. Ain't nobody listening but stupid trolls. Aquarius, Mercury, Aquarius. So that's the energy that we're gonna have to add our thoughts to and communicate and make sure that we are associating ourselves with the right individuals and the right circumstance, or we're gonna be guilty by association, and everything that we're saying is not gonna seem like his word is bond. You know what I'm saying? We may manifest a lot of energies where an individual may not think that we on standing on business. They might think anything that's coming out of our mouth is like straight bullshit or something like that. So you got to keep that in mind too. How you like me now? Don't. How you like me now? Don't. How you like me now? Don't. Hold on, yeah, hate speech, yeah. Oh, we can report them now. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, so we can report trolls now. Yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know that. So we can report trolls now. Yeah. Hey, but you can't do them all at one time. This is retarded. So they bring it up when I was a kid. This cat's retarded. Let me see. Okay, block you. Let's get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? How you like me now? Let's go ahead and get you up out of here. How you like me now? Let's go ahead and get you up out of here. Let's get you up out of here. Oh, was that the right person? Alright, look like you might have to make another page now. You know what I'm saying? Go get your other software pages now. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Oh yeah, so this the Masons, y'all. Cause look, I just blocked this person and they came back with the same page. So it's the Masons. But well, you gotta work hard. Mercury being in Aquarius, though, like I said. Now, here's the thing. It's going to be squaring Jupiter. So when it's squaring Jupiter, it's putting us in a situation where that we got to force ourselves to expand, and it might not be in a comfortable way. It might be in a way where we feel like we might lose money. It might be in a way where we feel like we're making a mistake and something might be uncomfortable. Something might be unstable. Something might be unsure. So when it's in that energy, we in some type of aspect where, you know what I'm saying, you might feel or second question to even open up your throat chakra when it comes on standing on business, based upon the things that you're going to be second questioning due to the fact of your experiences, Jupiter, the things that you're going to look at that accumulate on your mind what second questioning mean, and therefore by it being a 90-degree angle, you might think you're not associated with something that has something to do with material or maternal, and may not be looking at the consistency quality that's needed, or the practicality and the grounded, or the being sure or planet energy that's needed. And therefore you'll be playing out characteristics of a person that's lost an expectation, and then you will play off of aura to make a person feel like you're trying to use them instead of actually trying to ground yourself into a situation and participate with each layer brick with each brick layer and things of that nature. So you got to keep that in mind too. But at the same time, When you understand that energy, you're able to expand, and what you might have was making up in your mind and think that it was something stupid or something not to do, you will end up thinking that, oh nah, this was the best thing ever. I'm actually proving myself wrong. If I would have never did this, I would have never experienced what I'm getting ready to experience. So don't be scared to experience during this particular time, because God wants us to expand, but it may look kind of weird due to the fact of how we're adding meaning and reasoning to the circumstance, aka Jupiter being a Taurus. And how we think right now is 90 degrees away, Aquarius. So we're going to be trying to find ourselves to associate with things that may appear to be more of a shortcut to God, but to you thinking that you're doing the right thing because you're doing something sufficient to Mercury and Aquarius. And a lot of times it may be in a situation where other signs that got a square to it, like Taurus, or opposition. Opposition like Leo, or another square like Scorpio. Depending on what side of the bed you wake up on, you could feel like you want to do something that goes against how you see things in the third dimension and reach success. And then it's another time, depending on how you wake up on, what side of the bed you wake up on, that you feel like you ain't doing something right based upon how you truly feel, and it be an energy that you need to participate in, but based upon it being opposite, 180 degree, or square, 90 degree, then you're going to think that ain't the right decision to do, but it's also the energy that you need to participate in some way, shape, or form. But it's going to be uncomfortable to your 90 degree or opposite energy away from it. See what I'm saying? So when you're making up decisions, you're going to be making it up from that Scorpio mind, 90 degree angle, or that Leo mind, 180 degree angle, or that Taurus mind, 90 degree angle. And you're going to be thinking you're making the right decision that don't necessarily have anything to do with the Aquarius energy. Somebody or place or thing that you may need to associate yourself with. So keep that in mind also. How can a kid be evicted from messing with toddlers? Is you retarded? Stupid. So we just got people. That's an automated system. So y'all don't. I don't even know why I'm paying attention to it. I just hate seeing paragraphs. Once I see a big old paragraph and shit, all it says like, God damn it, that's like too much reprobate Masonic automated system. Listen, I'm Elvis, all right? I know it hurt you in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you just was born with, because your like mother was drinking spoiled powdered milk and stuff like that, it ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying? You might need to go listen to Silk the Shocker and Mystical or something like that, and like put them in the shoes of your mother for a second. And then maybe you'll spend time off my channel. But other than that, yeah, but that's how y'all know that is Masons. So just look at all Masons as despicable humans. All right, now look, check this out. Also, like I said, so when we start to talk about the houses, that puts you in the energy of, and look, also use this as an example of this the hardest astrology. You know what I'm saying? Like compare and contrast. Like they actually work for me. Thank you so much for the cash app, Corey. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Compare and contrast. At this point, it ain't even about what we saying. It's about what's causing reactions. You can go on any other astrologer page, you don't see these individuals. I could be up here talking about spirituality or astrology, and you see that automated shit. So you know it's beyond what we talking about, and you know other astrologers don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only thing that matters in this world. I'm the only star down here. I'm the only online celebrity that get trolled more than celebrities. You know what I'm saying? I just use my channel for all examples, for everything. For everything. It never fail, never eon. So when we start talking about Mercury though, Mercury put us in a situation where now we have to think clearly, and it's not really a lot of things out there to think clearly about due to the fact there's not a lot of helpful energies, and the helpful energies is in like negative placements, aka we got Chiron and Aries, but that's a sextile to Aquarius. We got the North Node. A lot of times the North Node don't play out positive to negative spirits or spirits that try to get shortcuts all the time and things of that nature, because when we start to talk about the North Node deals with being uncomfortable or dealing with unfamiliar scenarios. But those are the only circumstances you could separate from an egg hatch and get into a new space in your life. You know what I'm saying? That is the only way you are able. Think about when you had a new experience, positive or negative. You learned your capabilities and your incapabilities. Whether it was positive and you went to Disney World for the first time and you burnt yourself out because you wanted to ride all the rides, but you ate too much cotton candy first and jumped on the one ride you wanted to ride too many times and went to sleep because you couldn't understand your energy as a kid. Then you realize how to modest your energy a little bit next time so you can, piece out certain things, not eat as much candy to make your stomach upset so you could go on more rides and don't go to sleep and exhaust yourself. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you're going through, even if it's a negative situation, you might be getting chased by the police or something happened before. You start to develop thoughts you never did before. You probably could jump higher than you ever could jump before. You probably got the strength to move a car. So when you are in these uncomfortable or unfamiliar scenarios, right, this lets you know that once you get rooted in something, that develops comfortability. But to get to a heaven, have to go through hell, uncomfortability, unfamiliarity, separating from something that you didn't rooted in that became familiar, and it became so much of a comfort zone. Even when it seemed like there's nothing going on that's wrong, it's still a small form of insanity because you're doing the same thing over and over again and thinking you're going to get different results and not even thinking that's what you're doing because you're in a situation of just trying to maintain. So a lot of times you have to peep game on that too. So when you understand that energy, right, just put you in a situation where a lot of times if you're around weak spirits or you're a weak spirit, a lot of times the North Node ain't something you even want to play with if you ain't comfortable and ready at the moment because you're probably too comfortable in the South Node energy. And that South Node have some, like, a lot of things, people, places, and things in it that you're not quite ready to let go. Based on, if you probably got thoughts in your mind, if you was to let some of these things go, it'll mess up the situation of what have you in your bag or your comfort zone or, your creative space. And a lot of times you can have a better creative space and be able to endure more without things affecting your creative space if you're willing to expand and go for them few seconds of that uncomfortable energy. And you'll start to realize what power you actually have when it comes to manifesting, materializing, and attracting. And you'll stop playing small at some point. Even if you are appearing to seem like you're getting what you getting it in while the getting is good, but you could be getting so much more. So that's when the satisfaction energy start to become burnt out. And you got to start developing satisfaction on a broader level because you have already became successful and passed the test at that level of satisfaction you have already built. So you can no longer accumulate or maximize the potential of materializing and manifesting from that form of satisfaction. Now it's time to get unsatisfied. Now it's time to build more passion. Now it's time to jump in that North Node again based upon the South Node that you're in currently is starting to become outdated and you're outgrowing it. So it's always that shift. It ain't about fully going to the North Node. It ain't about fully being in a South Node as it's something being negative. Going too much into the North Node could build up situations where no familiarity or comfort zone is around you mentally or physically, and you could destroy yourself or end up in an accident. Being too much in the South Node could lead you into creating something anyway as a spirit that you think your spirit ain't doing it, but it is creating a self-sabotaging situation because it's reminding you that you're in an outdated circumstance. And based upon the people, places, and things that's not wise enough to uphold it themselves, you may got certain charge over them with your narky energy a little bit to the point that you're taking advantage of them and going to start putting you in the situations of realizing it's time for you to outgrow. And even if you outgrow by taking advantage of individuals, as soon as you outgrow, you're going to be able to look back and see that it was wrong what you was doing. And whatever that you accumulated, you're able to take back and reap what you sow in some way, shape, or form. But in some way, shape, or form, it's going to show you how you can accumulate into another space. Thank you so much for the donation, Fembwadi. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. Real stuff. Yeah, trolls don't like that. You know what I'm saying? The trolls don't like that. And it's an automated system too, because it's just stupid. It's just dumb. But it's at some point, now it ain't even copy and pasting. It's a computer automated system that they just click enter on and it just do it itself. Because how is they coming back on the same page I just deleted? Thank you so much for the donation, Royal Black. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Any dumb human that'll copy and paste something, and then first of all, no one would discover that through you on the chat. First of all, it's like stupid. It's like dumb. I've been here longer than all the cult leaders. So you on the wrong channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might need to do that copy and pasting stuff somewhere else or something like that. Especially what you talking about. You going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you on an angel's page. And I'm tired of my intelligence getting insulted. And I don't know why God ain't get rid of y'all yet. Thank you so much for the donation, Yesenia Rays. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Because it go beyond just trolling. In my mind, I don't care about the trolling. In my mind, I only know how to do what God tell me to do. So it's like I'm witchcraft on the highest level. I be trying to give humans the grace. So the energy I am, period, like it just play out like that. So if you're negative towards me, it don't do nothing to me. You actually just manifest going to hell and shit like that. Like in today's time. You don't have to die to go to hell. You just be a person that's probably trolling me every day. You know what I'm saying? So like at some point, it's just like, I don't be trying to do that to humans, but humans do that to themselves. I swear I don't be trying. I just be thinking it must just be the way I was born, my mind structured, the way I look. I picked my body and stuff like I put everything though. But like, one thing that never failed. And all eons I came in, that humans like hell. No, I'm saying humans like, cause like I got full control over that world and everything. So to me, it's just weird. It's weird. But after a while, I start to feel like why my intelligence is getting assaulted though. Like this person is up here every day, like I ain't Uriel. They just up here just being reprobate every day. I don't know what kind of hell they trying to create for themselves. This is a real demonic one though. That's out of my hands. God will give you some grace or a little bit if you go do that with humans or something. Do that on my page, you just like in my world at that point. So it's like no whole bar. God can't save you. Nothing. Like God won't be able to save you from me. Nor do I want to harm you, but when you play out that energy, I'm only a mirror for y'all. So you go into my world, you already there now. You know what I'm saying? So the torture that you get ready to experience also is beyond what you are experiencing now for you to make this your daytime job and your evening job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need you to know that. I don't even like to talk like this in this dialogue because it makes it seem like I like to allow humans to think what they doing is something that they're accomplishing or something like that. But every now and then I like to feed and get in my narcissism and just be like, God, just let me talk to him for a second. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I like to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not doing nothing but feeding me. Like in all actuality, like if you go get 30 people, I might start looking 12 years old. I don't know how Jay-Z was even nervous. If I was in front of thousands and hundreds and millions of people, I might fly. Ain't no such thing as me being nervous in front of no funky ass human. You know what I'm saying? So like I might fly because I don't even know how to drink. So once I'm around a whole bunch of thoughts and feelings, especially if I'm controlling it, so I control the space that everybody from their own different walks of life is in that space that I created. So they all there based on my template. Man, if I'm in front of only like probably 300 people, I'll be able to fly right in front of y'all. I probably won't be able to go as far as a parameter. But if it's 1,000 people there, I could go a little further around y'all. But I'll only be able to circle y'all. I won't be able to like go like just fly around like how they make it in the movies and stuff. It's not like that. Thank you so much for the donation. Resident Time 7, I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Like, you ever been in, let's say you threw a party, right? And you ever been in control of a situation where and then thought about how you thought and felt when everything was going right. You was floating around everybody, talking, whispering to everybody, yeah, you cool, all over the dance floor. You almost was low-key flying in a small subsidiary way, how angels look at it. But at the same time, we do this for real. Like, we do that for real. This is how you actually drink. That's the vampire drinking, the blood, the thoughts and feelings. And when you know how to encapsulate it into a single direction, and you get all giddy, and your body get light like that cloud. You create a heavy cloud, but everything is in reverse. So a cloud is going to lift up anyway, a collection of thoughts and feelings. And when you transmute it in your body in that specific chakra of knowing how to control the whole space, and you brought the whole space there, you charge yourself up to the point that you able to fly. You be giddy. You start running around a little bit, and you start doing a little powder shit, and then boom, you good to go. I mean, y'all humans ain't gonna be able to do that. I don't know why I'm teaching y'all like y'all about to go somewhere and do that. But you can do that at a small percentage level. I can do that in real life. And we had a television and stuff like that to try to show me. I'll show y'all that in real life. I'll show you how to age somebody in front of you in a matter of 10 minutes. They aged 10 years. Because you showed them your true face and you drink their true face, their thoughts and feelings, to the point that air, they won't even be able to breathe. But you have to stop because they had died, they had croaked over, because you didn't took all their mental form, and you took their soul out their mental form, and which benzins as breath that made their organs pump and stuff like that. So you'll be showing them your true face, aka some mentality that pierced through anything that they was creating to hide, any mentality that they in. And then when they ain't got no word to say, they ain't got no mind state that's actually their breath to cling on to, so they breath would be like, it's almost like when your mother raised you a certain way to tell you not to get in trouble based upon what you was doing, and then you did something to get in trouble in that area. So then when you seen your mother, you could barely speak, you probably couldn't breathe and shit, and she was like, what the fuck was wrong with you, bastard? What's wrong with you, child? You ain't know what to say and stuff like that, and you probably felt ashamed in front of her. You felt all kind of energies of God language, how God be cursing. If you came to God talking about you casting demons out of the way, God would sound more potty mouth than me without no words at all. It's God showing you a certain face, but if you was to see God's true face, you wouldn't survive. Angels know how to build that energy and practice that with a few couple of humans. Let you be in the military. I could do it real fast with you. If you in any energies like these trolls, it's easy to do it with them. This troll probably 19 years old, looking like a 45-year-old. That's why they somehow think I'm the age I am now, way back in 2008. Fucking reprobate. Reprobate. You know what I'm saying? So, at some point, I hate to give the gem sometimes though, but y'all don't know what be in angels' minds. But angels is highly intelligent. We always in control. Always understand that. Ain't nothing controlling us. We in control of thoughts and feelings, everything. A troll can't do nothing but shut up and listen on my channel, which makes them try to go harder when they think they're doing something, and I allow them to think they're doing it. Because I know how to play on humans' top if I'm trying to, like, become 16 next year or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is what y'all need to... Y'all want to learn how to put somebody in a hell? Think about your family, friends, and associates and co-workers that don't like you about something. You don't have to act it out. Go into the mental world and see that stimuli that bend into whatever you got in the physical world that they don't like about you. Whether it's the way you say something, how you look, what you got, how you do things. It come from something that everything come from self-reflection first. Everything come from subjectivity first. So a person to create something in front of them that blocks what's actually going on. This how bullies exist. So this play out at all walks of life when you're dealing with narky humans, that's demons, right? Separate yourself with equilibrium first to know that it ain't about you, angel energy, but be a demon too. Know when to fight fire to let a person know not to cross no boundaries. Now, before he even reach to a serious situation, and it can still be a fake smile circumstance, especially if it's a coworker, start to justify what space a person is in for them to even be interested in what you're considering they dislike about you. And you'll probably be able to, make a decision on based upon being there long enough to know what that family member, friend, or associate or coworker don't like you about, even if it's not present or action-wise at first. It's just that elephant in the room energy. Y'all, you smart enough to know. You know what I'm saying? Especially y'all females. Y'all smart enough to know when one of your friends is really a secret hater. And both of y'all just waiting for that time and right scenario to not be best friends no more. Whether y'all cheat on each other's man or something like that, however the case may be. But for the most part, here's the thing. When you look at the actual energy of the thing itself, separating it from you and them, and be like, okay, you would look at it like this. This is the space a person has to be in to even be interested into hating people who wear Indian coats, who was going to war with the goddamn pilgrims, that they had the cowboy leather stuff like that with little like bulletproof vest medals and stuff. They was a little bit more sufficient trying to take us over, and we had these and ponchos and stuff like that on horses, being cowboys. The Indians, the real cowboys, they always try to come and copy, but then they had little revolvers and stuff like that with the leather stuff, and we had the ponchos and this and stuff, the fringe, where we had to step up our game because what they was shooting was going through us. What we was shooting ain't really hurting them that much. They had metal plate leathers and stuff without the fringes, trying to fake learn how to ride horses like us. Yeah, I represent something. Not no aboriginal fake. You look on their ID, it got African American on it. Now, when they get into all them, look, here I go, talk them up again. Let's actually get to astrology. You know what I'm saying? No more good game. No more good deep game knowledge and circumstances. Now look, check this out. Let's say you got Aquarius on the first house, right? Now, you're gonna have to start opening up your throat chakra and be what to be associated with. Now, how to get that done? You have to go through some energy of feeling like you're not making a mistake and go for your passions. 2 houses away in that third house, because that's where Aries at. And you're going to reach your spiritual growth. So you're actually going to reach a surrounding or a friend circle that match more of your spiritual energy once you go through those uncomfortable scenarios, even if you have to separate from individuals that don't stand on business, right? And therefore, the throat chakra and the things that you're able to communicate with in your first house is going to be much more standing on business like, or much more associated with the things you need in your space. Got my eyes, you know what I'm saying? Start getting that oil in my eyes and stuff like that. Start rubbing my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But so keep that in mind too. If you got Aquarius in the third house, the second house, right? Now you got to open up your throat chakra about your values. You're around relationships, people, and places and things that don't necessarily value the same things you value, and you probably not getting the end of the stick that when it comes to value in itself. So you might be valuing them more than they valuing you, or that object or that gift or talent or that thing that you was doing to build your self-esteem. And it may be outdated now. And you might got to go somewhere else, and you may not know where else to go to get it. So you might be a narc at the moment with the little bit of access of people, places, and things that you got until now you watching me. No, you have to jump into that fourth house. Something that's dealing with home, family, or some own emotional stability that you deal with privately. That ain't got nothing to do with anyone else. And for the most part, you got to learn that ain't a mistake. It ain't no mistake needing your own time and space with passion, motivation to get those desires out. That's not a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I'm saying, you might think it is. Because Aries is ruled by Mars, so it might be a little debilitated. So you might feel like, no, you have to give more of yourself to whatever is in your second house as far as your values. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you going to have to look into that fourth house and then go ahead and do that, and you'll find your spiritual path. And then you'll be able to value the right things when you start opening up your throat chakra and sound like you standing on business, or sound like you talking to people who value the same thing you value. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's say you got Aquarius on the in the third house, right? Aquarius in the third house, you got to open up your throat chakra and stuff like that when it comes into your surroundings, your friend circle. You might be guilty by association or not associating yourself with the right individuals. So that might be the energy that you got to put yourself in during this particular time. And also, you might got to start to look towards the fifth house. You know, start to do some uncomfortable things of that nature. Don't feel like you're making a mistake when you're doing something for your own passions and motivations. Whether you're trying to deal with other people in your life that got expectations on you might not like, that ain't the point. You still got to go for yours if you're trying to be this new self. And for the most part, you're going to see your spiritual growth and know what the character to play out as far as going into this new spiritual shift with North Node being there. And then you're going to be able to actually be able to look in your third house and start being surrounded by individuals that you can associate yourself with that's more in your same space. So keep that in mind too. Now, when it comes into, let's say you got Aquarius in the fourth house, right? Now you got to start opening up your throat chakra when it comes to home, family, or in private. You don't be having those private conversations that needs to be had. And then therefore, this is why stuff keep going bad, because you keep allowing people to think you think one way about a scenario that you don't. You know what I'm saying? And you keep saying something that you don't actually mean, and people still acting in certain ways that you don't want them to act, but they don't know how they're supposed to participate with you because you might not be actually expressing how you privately feel or emotionally and things of that nature. So you got to look towards the sixth house. You know what I'm saying? You might got to start doing something uncomfortable when it comes to the things that you do on a routine. You know what I'm saying? Something that you deal with when it comes to taking care of your responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. Also, when it comes into your spiritual growth, be there. Once you start to stop thinking that you're making mistakes, taking care of responsibilities that might not even be necessarily yours, and start being on task on your own individual passions and motivations and things of that nature due to the fact of Aries being there, then you're going to actually see your spiritual growth in what you should be taking responsibility for, and then that's going to pour over in your fourth house, and then you're going to manifest a situation where, you might not got no narky family members throwing you down guilt trips, make you responsible for shit that you ain't even responsible for, so you can go ahead and be your true self during this particular time and associate yourself in the light that it's supposed to be, even if it's a hard struggle to do that, because Aquarius always play out as cold energy when it comes to relationships between you and the close people in your life or your family. You know what I'm saying? Now let's say if you got Aquarius in the fifth house. Now, Aquarius in the fifth house play out like you gonna have to open up your throat chakra when it comes into trolls hate when I just totally block them out. But check it out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the mutt mind, the indigenous person, know how to squeeze it like an orange. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, we think smarter than the Jews and Greeks, and we hate that they got in that position first. That's how I look at it. I'm bringing King Haglar back. You know what I'm saying? Chief Haglar. You know what I'm saying? I'm Chief Haglar in the flesh back. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, the Greeks mad now. The pilgrims don't like that. They don't like actually having a sun bucket hat on your head. You know what I'm saying? Because God wasn't over the hospital when they was born, so they had to talk about snakes. So it missed the top of their head and just went to their sideburns. So their sideburns got Shirley temples and look like garden snakes and stuff. So they got to wear a fake bucket hat up here because they don't really got the Son of Christ. They don't got the Son of Christ. I hate to. Trust me, I hate to. You know what I'm saying? I try to take people who got real power that try to confuse them and their family with generational curses like Ice Spice too, and try to make her do stuff just for y'all, like Beyonce, and jiggle around like Megan Thee Stallion just for y'all. Because if she was to do it herself and stuff like that, y'all wouldn't have no government. See, if y'all was to allow Uriel to do it himself, y'all wouldn't have no government. That's what it's all about. That's what it all really boils down to, y'all. That's what it all boils down to. They don't want y'all coil systems to exist. So they mess up y'all hormones with bread and stuff like that, and try to force y'all to take their vitamins and stuff that don't even work. We really ain't don't got nothing to do with none of these things. They got everything to do with just cutting them off. And you will start to see everything become fruitful in your life. You won't look old being a generational Z person. Half of y'all millennials, just with the generational Z mind. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tell me right now what a yarmulke hat look like. Tell me right now what that cap that nuns be wearing and stuff like that. What do it do? Cover up your sunshine? And then they got y'all thinking it's some spiritual thing or some shit like, you see what I'm saying? Think. That's just for going to sleep and get fucked real good and then going to goddamn protest in front of the welfare office. Not for them to think that you a good citizen and stuff if you wear that big old long cloak over your head too. No. You like to go outside and be seen too. Just because they ugly, even if they go outside to be seen, so they got to create being the Illuminati, Madame Gablisky sitting saggy titty other half with their little dick men and stuff like that, so they got to stay in the dark. That don't mean we got to at all times of the day. Just when we fucking and shit like, y'all said it, and y'all in front of the welfare office protest. That's it. We allowed to show ourselves. Don't let them block y'all shine. Stop doing that. We got good wiggle, jiggle energies. God want us to take over the world too. Not just them. They can't even do it. So they got to create witchcraft in the dark and troll pages and make us do it just for them. No. That's pervert energy. Last time I checked, that looked like Pee Wee Herman. Am I wrong? Last time I checked, Pee Wee Herman was doing something that they created this indoctrination, and poor old designer, he got caught doing that on the plane. But Pee Wee Herman, he was at the theater watching, right? Just like the movies they make. The Matrix Part 2, dude in the keymaker room. Man, I don't even care about the morality and what kind of intelligent conversation that they were trying to make in the movie to make us think about. No, I like to think about the real stuff. Man, what this cat in there doing, watching everybody and stuff like that? What he be doing? You know what I'm saying? I think like that. What's wrong with, why y'all don't think like that with me? What's wrong with y'all? Take your cell salts, or take your cell salt, damn bitches. I don't never want to think reality with me. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I see that, I got about 20,000 new live streams and stuff. Now I got to cut y'all out again. Like, why y'all ain't doing it with me? Y'all way. A lot of y'all like to watch Dorothy and the Seven Dwarfs and stuff. Where are y'all videos I can watch? You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. God damn. Witchcraft. I don't know how y'all don't be seeing it. I like to think for real. I don't like to be like, oh, I'm in oohs and ahs. Oh, he can dodge slow. We see this in all the other movies. Oh, I love this. Oh, this sound like wisdom they talking about right now. Oh, this must be God doing. I don't get lost in all those thoughts. Soon as Neo had to do all that and stuff like that, first thing I thought was, why so hard for somebody else to get the key? So he don't want somebody that's coming in now. You know what I'm saying? So this come from a trauma. When he was growing up with narky parents, he had to put "Don't Disturb" on the wall. They never respected his space. So he got caught jacking off a lot of times by his parents. So I started thinking about his childhood. I got the honor for J. See, I got the honor for J mind. You know what I'm saying? So I started thinking about his childhood before I start seeing, like, this cat probably 19 years old. He probably a generational Z. He just got gray hair because he got his motherfucker, goddamn it, he just old. He just look old. That's it. He had his puberty at the age of 7 or something like that. That's it. His mother was an alcoholic or something like that, and she was like going to the hookah bar too much. You know what I'm saying? So I started thinking that. I started thinking that before Neo even opened up his mouth, before Captain Colonel Chicken Bucks KFC dude opened up his mouth, trying to confuse us that this was supposed to be what God looked like. No, that's what a Mason doing somewhere trying to play God, and we supposed to be online talking about the Matrix like it got something to do with real God. Making some Mason somewhere jacking off to all of us with 1,000 screens, laughing, talking about, yeah, they talking about me. No, he ain't. Fuck you, nigga. Uriel here now, giving you the real knowledge. I say the real knowledge. You are now witnessing the real knowledge of street power. Disperse yourself. Yeah, work harder with your wet cotton ball knuckle cat's Twitter fingering. Work harder. Copy and paste harder, nigga. I said real shit. Y'all the real niggas. Now. I said now. Play with me. I said we in the age of Aquarius right now. Good sarcastic energy. Good allegories. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Good knowing how to play the game too. You know what I'm saying? Whether you come in hidden sight or not. Nothing better than the hidden flight. Just like last night. I made the video, the live stream, and I put in the in the description. I'm the new shadow government. Here they go wanting to change the word government now to empire. Here they go trying to come up here to shadow empire. Like they're practicing behind closed doors. That's supposed to mean something powerful than government now. So now they can use this as a template, like whatever their witchcraft been working in the first place. Government don't even work. That's phony. I say everything phony. I don't give a fuck what you changing. I'm not even playing your game at all. I don't care about words like that. I said real stuff. I don't even care about words. Like y'all just too lost in words. You ain't got to worry about trying to fire me with Nick Cannon in like 2 weeks and stuff like that. I don't even care about them words. To even care about trying to use it. I said I don't even care about my own language. I'm a real man. This just be hating. Just mad. Just mad. I don't need them in any capacity. Just mad. I don't need them in any capacity. Just mad as hell. You mad, you mad, you mad. It's like Cam did Bill O'Reilly. Shout out to Cam and Dame Dash. Real stuff. Hold on, y'all. You keep playing with me, I'm gonna be 14 tomorrow. Thank you so much for the donation. Spread my wings. You said, dang, Uriel, you must be doing something right. They coming from everywhere with they hating on Aries thing. Right. I appreciate that for Bob Mark. They working harder than the narratives they create for the news channel to be reporting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They working harder than helping health crisis in the world and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They working harder than feeding third world countries and shit. And making sure the charities is cool. And 7 Dalmatians and shit. Somebody stop me. You can't. Damn, I want to play one of my new songs, but I've been telling myself, no, don't play none of these songs, because I got a song like that too. They wish they can, because it makes so much sense. The sense, the synchronicity right now. I don't even have to say anything. The words are just, I'm just going to hold it down to the whole album, push it out. I'm trying to push it out as fast as possible. Now, all right, I'm back now, y'all. Now, if you got Aquarius, right? And like I said, let's finish off the 4th house. That's in this down. When it comes to 6th house, that's where you're going to have to start to look at things and start to feel like you're not making a mistake of taking care of your own responsibilities, and other people's responsibilities ain't yours. And you're going to start to see that spiritual growth there with North Node being there, and then it's going to be able to play off into the 4th house as you being able to open up your throat chakra and have those good, healthy, private conversations with family members, even if it's hurtful ones, because you may have to ghost them because they're not participating in what you're doing, and they're not doing things that's worthwhile for you to participate with. You know, so you don't have to build no animosity or bridge burning or no elephant in the room energies. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes into Aquarius being in the 5th house, now this is the opposite position. So there's a lot of things you may have to do that's actually right that may appear to be negative. You might automatically, by default, be put in having to fight fire with fire energy before other signs and other placements could jump into, more peaceful energies before you. So, your peace, pardon me, you might gotta fight for your peace during this particular time. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. All that devil's advocate energy that was once upon a time a good thing to do, maybe something you might gotta chill out a little bit and put in the back seat and start giving energy to other individuals. Because deep down you don't even mean the devil's advocate energy a lot of times. It's just part of your nature. Just by default, having Aquarius in the 5th house, it what makes you feel comfortable, or a lot of times you're not even thinking about it like that. Just having this archetype, it's how you protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you express yourself, how you have fun and enjoy yourself. It makes you feel safer playing a devil's advocate or coming up with the opposing opinion. And there's more on a percentage scale throughout your life where you're not seeing it that way because your devil's advocate or your opposing energy is through the 5th house, your character. It'd be good decisions a lot of times. You attracted a lot of friends like that, where you was placed to be the leader based upon how much you was able to give an opinion that didn't seem like it was always following the pack. And every now and then on a small percentage level, as you was growing up, being an Aquarius in the 5th house, you know what I'm saying, Gemini ascendant, Libra ascendant, you was in a situation where you start to see how it got played against you, though, to a certain degree, where it was like you will express something that everybody else always thought was a good opinion, and now you around that one conversation with that grandparent, one conversation with that friend, one conversation with that stranger that you've been speaking to other people the same way all these other times. Now all of a sudden this person is highly resistant, highly aggressive, highly everything. And then that's when God is showing you in those situations, okay, there's certain things you got to balance out, because your true nature is to play devil's advocate or to always have to oppose an opinion. You was just in a lot of situations in your life where it played out sufficient. And here's where you start to probably get into astrology later in your life and stuff like that, being a Libra ascendant, just based off little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So stuff could play out like that. Now, but also, when you have Aquarius in the 5th house, you got to look towards the 7th house during this particular time if you want things to play out more smoothly. And you might have to go through that head button or that feeling like that you getting ready to make a mistake that ain't a mistake. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be, more into your own individual passion when it comes to your relationships and your networking, or how you relate on a one-on-one basis, or your siblingships, or, everything dealing with the 7th house. And since Aries is falling here and things of that nature, it puts you in a situation where a lot of times what you think you're doing the right thing, or what you think you're doing to uphold a relationship, in all actuality or the reality of the circumstance, you're taking the short end of the stick. And it takes you to go through a lot of relationships like that with your friends and family or partners and stuff, or with the other gender, to realize that Aries here itself is you attracting other people who's more self-involved into having more end of the stick, and you having to take more of the responsibility without getting your essential needs met. And then for the most part, you'll be having a lot of early relationships of throwing your essential needs in the back seat, thinking that it's a wrong thing to express, and that's the wrong thing. And you might even was raised with narcissistic parents and stuff like that, having this alignment also with Aries in the opposite, with Aries being here. A lot of Libras ascendants automatically by default sometimes grow up with narcissistic parents. So you grow up in your life thinking the first thing to do to make relationships good is giving more end of the stick, without you knowing that's what's actually going on. Especially if you're a female and you're a Libra ascendant. I'm pretty sure you could probably count on your hands. Hopefully not 2 hands, over 2 hands, and you got to start counting on your toes. But I'm pretty sure there's probably probably a handful, or 1, 2, or 3 individuals you could look at and think it was a mistake opening your legs to. But at the time, you really thought you was doing the right thing. It's because you probably got narky parents by default, so you grew up thinking you had to be more of the adult sibling, even if you was the younger one. You had the pressure of thinking you had to take more responsibilities of the chores about something, but it was extra energies you added to yourself by the parent or the older sibling not explaining things to you to understand certain things of what you're doing, so you don't have to be in your own idle mind as a kid growing up, developing other imaginations around it and building beliefs around it. You know what I'm saying? And then it play out as you getting in those relationships thinking that you have to give more to this person that's acting in a certain way of not giving, in order for them to open up. And then when you do that too many times, you start to realize that, oh, that was a mistake based upon a trauma that you're carrying. You know what I'm saying? So once you do that spiritual outgrowth and things of that nature, I don't know why I'm going deep. I keep forgetting I ain't got nothing but trolls watching me. So y'all gonna have to oh yeah. Aquarius in the 5th house. Don't think you're making a mistake when you're taking more end of the stick or separating from a relationship, and you're gonna start to see your spirituality grow, and you'll start to find a better relationship or find more fun and youthful in your life and more friends to have that, to develop better relationships with, once the Aquarius and the 5th house get resolved by doing that. Now let's say you got Aquarius in the 6th house. So let's just run through this real quick. So if you got Aquarius in the 6th house, then you got to open up your throat chakra and associate yourself with the right things that deals with routines, patterns, responsibilities, similar tasks, that you could be associated with individuals that have similar work paths or ethics or responsibilities or things that they want as an outcome as far as working on things. And then you have to look towards the 8th house. Start to feel like you're not making a mistake when you're going for your own passion, when it comes to your deep desires, passions, motivations, or your sexual energies. And also, you're going to start to see your spiritual path and really transform out of deep toxic energies that the 8th house develop when a person is developing things on their own time. And then for the most part, you're going to able to have a better sufficient 6th house, routines, pattern, or material, or work, or job, or money. 7th house. If you got Aquarius on the 7th house, then you got to start opening up your throat chakra and things of that nature, so you can start associating yourself with the right relationships or relating to others or one-on-one connections in some way, shape, or form. So you got to dive into the 9th house, right? So you may have to start thinking that you're not making a mistake or something like that when you're trying to do your individual internal or external traveling or teaching or meanings or reasonings or expanding from things or developing moralities. And getting out of ones that no longer work. And then for the most part, so you can change whatever spiritual system that you're doing and things, so it can start to create circumstances that you can see another spiritual growth with North Node being here. And then for the most part, you're going to be able to be in a situation where your 7th house is going to be more sufficient in your things that's more in your favor. 8th house. If you got Aquarius in the 8th house, you're going to be able to be in a situation where if you got to open up your throat chakra about things that you're keeping hidden, because you might could get helped by a lot of these things, but you might be ashamed by opening up your throat chakra and not developing no unique way of doing it. So you're rebelling in the wrong way with Aquarius here in the 90-degree angle. So you might have to look towards the 10th house and start to feel like you're not making a mistake doing something on your own when it comes to your status, what you're known for, how you're seen, and will ultimately can become your career, your popularity level. And you're going to start to see your spiritual growth there once you start to do that, and therefore you're going to be able to put yourself into a situation where your 8th house is going to be more surrounded by individuals you can associate yourself with that can cater more into your favors. And you could do the same for them. 9th house. If you got Aquarius in the 9th house, this puts you in a situation where you got to start opening up your throat chakra when it comes to your internal, external travel. Opening up your mind or traveling physically, or your meaning or morality or your ability to learn or teach. And for the most part, to be associated by the right individuals, you might have to start looking in the 11th house. And in the 11th house, right, you might have to start separating and ghosting from individuals that ain't got nothing to do with your individual passion that you're starting to manifest right now, that we're all going through as far as expressing our true or our new self at this moment. And you might be still guilty by association or associating with individuals that don't stand on business or utilizing this new technology in the way that we're supposed to be with this age of Aquarius being and then 11th house energy. So you might got to be in a situation where you got to start being more of an individual, even if you are associated with the same people, but your voice not being heard. And you got to start being more passionate about that, and you're going to start to see your spiritual growth happen with the North Node being there, and you're going to start to see things happen more sufficiently when it comes to your ability to travel internally, externally, or having a morality or having something to teach as a testimony that you could accumulate some material and maternal off of based upon your wisdom. 10th house. If you got Aquarius on the 10th house, then you got to start opening up your throat chakra about what you want to be known for, how you're seeing your status will ultimately can become your career, your popularity level. Hopefully not the lower octave of your business where it just becomes gossip. Nothing that we could talk about that it seemed like you got consistency in your 1-2 together. Just look like something that's stubborn. So you don't want it to look like that. So, for you not to be guilty by association with the wrong individuals that got your status having a blemish on it and putting shade on the light of how you're going to be seen in your midheaven. Then you might got to look towards the 12th house. Start taking personal personal interest in your dreams and imagination and your fantasies without waiting on others, or separating from others who don't necessarily match your same dreams or always downing yours, and start being passionate and aggressive and start fighting back with the Aries being there. And also you're going to start to see your spiritual growth, and it's with North Node being there, it's going to be able to pour over into your 10th house, and you're going to be more successful, or at least appear to be like you got potential of standing on business, and that's going to be your status. Now, when it comes into 11th house, Aquarius on the 11th house, this is where the home at. You're going to find yourself being in a situation where you need to open up your throat chakra based upon who you are associated with. You may be associated with individuals and stuff like that it look like it's healthy, but things ain't speeding up. So to make things more healthy, you might have to look towards the first house. The first house have something to do with, something that you need to share your own space with, and you got too many other people clouding your space that's not in that same interest zone, but it may have something to do with the 11th house associations, but you're not leading the circumstance right. So either you organize something, or separate your space from other individuals that you are associated with, so you can start fulfilling it with the right people, places, and things, or that little time that you need alone to develop the right leadership skills to participate back into that association house. And therefore, you're going to start to see your spiritual growth more about yourself and what you personally need to express with the North Node being here. And then it's going to be able to make your 11th house much more sufficient. 12th house. Now, with the 12th house, you got to be in a situation where you got to open up your throat chakra when it comes to your dreams, imagination, fantasies, your dreams. I already said that. Your faiths and beliefs. And therefore, in order to do that, you know what I'm saying, because you might be around reprobates and stuff like that and make you uncomfortable to even express your dreams around. So you have to go into that second house and start to value more of yourself and your creative gifts and building your own self-esteem and stuff like that, with Aries being there and not thinking that you're making a mistake because it's in Chiron. And then for the most part, because Chiron is in Aries. And then you're going to start to see your spiritual growth in what you should be valuing via people, places, and things, and where you should be planting seeds at, as far as your gifts and talents that help you build your self-esteem, that you no longer need these previous individuals that you have outgrown, or places or things that's starting to look like a bad habit and things that you're not doing in moderation. So the very same thing that you love can destroy you based off overindulging. And then for the most part, that spiritual growth is going to be able to pour into your 12th house, and you're going to be able to be more sufficient in that area. Okay. Let's finish this with y'all and stuff like that. But it's only an hour and a half. I'll probably go like 20 more minutes because I don't care about these trolls. I was thinking in my head I'd cut it off right after this, but nah, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good. Because I gotta go to the store anyway. So yeah, I'm just this last one with y'all, and then gonna have to go to the store. But yeah, that's the holy knowledge. Holy knowledge going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my ass to India. You Americans are reprobates. I'm saying real stuff. Somebody said, my granddad from India. Who said that? Oh, shout out to New Nikki. Yeah, every chick that's Indian on Fresh and Fit always be the smartest one. So that's how y'all can tell the difference. Every time y'all go on Fresh and Fit and see a chick up there that look like me, y'all know she getting ready to be the smartest up there. She getting ready to be the smartest up there. I won't go no further than that. Man, these trolls still in here. They flunked out. Well, I say y'all got to do something about y'all selves. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all still up at Nick at flights, but I got a deep knowledge that I can break down. You don't want to make me a vampire tonight. We already got Playboy Cardi copying me. I'm the only arch vampire down here. But shout out to Playboy Cardi though. He did the streamers the way he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? He didn't rock Aiden Moss to sleep. Aiden Cost, whatever his name is. Aiden Lost, yeah. He didn't rock Aiden Lost to sleep. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody's mama raised nobody's kid to give somebody some money to come chill with you at your house. What kind of shit is this? What kind of movie toy this is with the actor in it, the comedian dude who died. It was some Masonic movie of making it seem like y'all African Americans is some little white boy's toy. What was what's that comedian name? It's a popular comedian that died that played in that movie. Toy. The Toy. I'll be able to find it faster, y'all. The Toy movie. Yeah, Richard Pryor. Look at the Mason. Look at the Mason being a puppet master. Mason being a puppet master to Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor had a good time feeling like he ain't being indoctrinated and he just got a good job and put food on his family and food. He that's all what was in his mind. He didn't care about that being a logo. He didn't care about it having a meaning behind it. Nothing. All his black ass knows is I got him getting a check. I'm way funnier than Richard Pryor. I'm saying real stuff. Throw away the whole history. Throw away the whole American history. From you goddamn it, pillow sheet wearing head and moss faces. From you goddamn pilgrims. Can't do the moonwalk if your life depended on it, but you know how to make a boat and straight up get rid of a turkey though. And get rid of all the parts though. You get rid of the whole history class. I don't want to hear about no dirty church sweat socks and stuff like that George Washington was wearing. Get rid of the whole history. Get rid of the whole history. How about that? How about that? Shout out to that flunked out Aries. Was that to catch me outside, girl? How about that? Flunkness. Oh, I'm saying. Bluntness. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, smoking bad for you. I'm going to live longer than you. Smoking bad for you. Don't come on my channel self-reflecting. You know what I'm saying? Because God be always be like thinking y'all humans is retarded and confusing and stuff like that. It don't matter what it ain't what we doing, it's how we do it. So y'all got to get out of y'all own egos and subjectivity and stuff like that. Y'all that be showing me y'all don't got no God because y'all don't know how to see reality. The reality of the matter is you telling me that smoking is bad, but I don't know who you is. You learn from me. So you just learn from somebody who smokes. So obviously you got to get out of your own narcissistic bias about something. Because when we look at natural reality, I don't know you for teaching and you know me for teaching. So obviously it ain't about the smoking. So you trying to have your piece about saying something. That's narcissism. First of all, you ain't a teacher. Second of all, smoking has nothing to do with anything. And third of all, you just a reprobate. So you humans got to always understand the reality. That goes for you DMT takers. Also, all you religious folks, also, we got to see the proof in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? People who are DMT peoples and stuff like that and shrooms, they are Beavis and Buttheads. The act would be an actuality. What God actually show us is a person who take DMT and shrooms and psychedelics learn from people who don't take them. That be what happens in reality. All the other stuff y'all get lost in and then get online and listen to somebody talking about DMT or something like that. Y'all, it be nothingness. It just be nothingness. It's just one human that's blind leading another human that's blind because the one that was in front of that blind leading off a cliff had better coping mechanisms of making excuses for shit y'all lost in. That's the only way an angel see it. So it don't matter what you do. If you ain't bring no new mathematics, astrologies and stuff like that's how God look at it from the equilibrium. And actually if you're doing something for God to make sure whatever you was doing, you keep having it around you in extreme energies and stuff like that so you can keep doing what you're doing. So if you're just doing something negative and harsh in reality in the first place, that's already separate from God. God already can't work with you because that thing itself, you're distracted to get it. And when you get it, you're distracted, how it make you feel, and you're pleased at the moment, crackhead energy. And therefore, none of those are seconds, minutes, and hours of time that God can give you some knowledge and gifts. You're solely sold into the world. That real stuff. So, your form of knowledge of hitting shrooms and DMT is just getting high again and sounding like a crackhead. What kind of lights you seen? Say you ain't formate no mathematics system that's gonna be taught in college. I thought that's what we was here to do. That's all y'all do after y'all hit the DMT. Who let me go online and listen to some 432 hertz or something. When that DMT gonna teach you to make a program and we all on your website 32 hertz. If it ain't doing that, in my eyes, you just a goddamn crackhead. You some new age crackhead. I'm from the hood. And they'll try to cope all they want when they start to use weed. People who don't smoke weed and people who use the DMT and stuff like that, but it ain't weed. They'll try to use that as much as possible, but you can't. You ain't gonna never be able to go on Google, see nobody catching a heart attack, cancer, dying or nothing. People in the world that's way more successful to you that you listen to smoke weed. Like, for an example, you'll have a motivational speaker like Ralph Smart up here be telling somebody weed is bad, and then in the next live stream be playing Bob Marley, knowing damn well Bob Marley was high as hell in every picture you see him. I said then with a blunt in his hand. Then goddamn, none of y'all got more money than Lil Wayne, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, or nobody and things. So obviously, I think y'all picking battles and them the wrong ones. The battles y'all picking has nothing to do with a human's mind and how much they're able to use it for intelligence. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. You could be from the hood. Both of y'all smoke weed. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. One person became Red Man and Method Man. One person still in Staten Island in New York and living with their grandmother. Period. You could be two people that's in college who don't smoke. One person is next to Elon Musk before Elon Musk finished smoking. One person ain't. They still thinking they're a computer engineer being one of Archangel Uriel's trolls. That's it. That's the only way to look at it. There's no other way to look at it. So y'all got to get out. Y'all got to get out of y'all equilibrium biases or some shit like that. Have to. When I talk about stuff, you start to realize it ain't got nothing to do with none of these things. DMT or weed at this point. Just, do you use your mind or not? And whatever you do, whether you a person who eat dirt all day and it's messing up your mind being distracted, that's something you need to stop doing. And then that person that's eating dirt and they're becoming a new technician and bringing new astrologies in the world, shit, whatever they doing, hopefully God got more dirt around them so they can keep bringing new technology in the world. Other than that, if we don't know how to separate like that, y'all are finished. Y'all are finished. Y'all not looking at life the right way, at nothing to have a starting point of starting to do things right. Oh, I'm saying real stuff. We don't care about what you talking about, what's going on here. You just got in here. My lives ain't about the chat. Yeah, let's get your ass out of here. It's about what I'm talking about. You either shut up and listen and don't like you. This my live ain't about to chat. It's a group of strangers in the chat. You don't know them. They don't know you. So you don't come in here talking about what we talk about like they know you or something like that. Get your flunked out ass out of here. I'm saying it's flunked out as hell. I ain't no stoner like nobody. Ain't nobody like me. I lay all the bricks and stones in the masonry world and the firmaments and the key pillar stone and the cornerstones and all. I lay all the pillar and the bricks of how society's supposed to look. That's the only stone I'm laying. I'm the only stone layer. That's it. I'm only on that base foundation of the gold and silver checkerboard floor. That real stuff. Don't do drugs. I don't even smoke. The hell with Taco Tuesday. I'm saying I don't give a damn about no taco shells that they didn't took because we copying TPs and stuff like that and putting some goddamn hamburger in there that we don't give a damn about no cows. Cow is a GMO animal. Say a cow ain't even a real animal. That's a GMO animal. Pigs, GMO animals, them animals mixed up. They just came earlier than goddamn it. They just came earlier than the liger. But if we got ligers, that let you know what humans been into. So when they say we was making new man and woman, your mind, and making mutts, fucking new phenotypes, making new different races that y'all call it and stuff, you think this the beginning of the time horny men with small dicks started melting metals to do it because they couldn't do it naturally with charismatic gifts. All the way to goddamn California palm trees is GMO. California itself is a GMO state. It's made up. Masons built it from the sand up. Just like they did Brooklyn. Jews built that from the sand up. Masons run California, Jews run New York. Then they run the whole America as a team. That's it. It only goes that's it. Like it's all the real knowledge. So the good old templates and stuff like that. You gotta see it. But they rocking everybody to goddamn sleep. So nobody give a damn about no tacos. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit some the Masons created for the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? From California. It's shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That they wrapping up animals and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? And all that other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing else but easy access food from people working on cars having wet backs all day and stuff. And like about 20, 15 people that's family members hopping out of a two-door Monster. Well, I'm saying that's all that is. It ain't got really nothing to do with nothing else. Like the Taco Bell is like an allegory of the wall. It's a witchcraft of the wall. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Like the Keto Taco Bell. That's all witchcraft. So just like I showed y'all the movie The Toy, how the Masons dangling, they do that to y'all Mexicans too. The Keto Taco Bell. They try to say y'all little doggies. They try to say y'all little smack monkey doggies, wetbacks, and Latino Taco Bell, Duata Chalupa. Remember when the Chalupa first came out, the little doggy came with it to promote it. Latino Taco Bell. So it's all witchcraft. Because you ain't in Mexico, you on America's soil. And America made California from the ground up and bought it and made it part of America. They bought a land that wasn't even part of America and made it up and stuff like that. But it's over there where they try to create a wall for y'all that it's y'all whole land. The California y'all whole land. They try to make a wall that y'all can't come in. The whole land over there is y'all. They bought it and built it up and then made it part of America. How about that? How about that one? What's that? Y'all don't be understanding anything. Real stuff. Y'all don't be understanding anything. That's why I got more trolls in this motherfucking thing. Trolls. Somebody said what I reckon about Israel. I don't reckon nothing about Israel. I don't have human thoughts. As soon as you say Israel, or you want me to talk about the war or whatever like that, in my mind, humans made up the word Israel. Once I figure out why they made up the word Israel, it's a witchcraft based upon the Sumerian text in summertime and just talking about the eastern continents and things of that nature. And then in Libya, where they started to come down as Berbers and taking witchcraft for everybody. That's what I think about Israel. Anything that they doing is just humans doing stupid shit. I don't give a fuck about the God they talking about, what position that the sun was in, for them to call it the holy. All of it is reprobate human thoughts. It's something not worth 2 seconds of talking about. I don't care what seat a rulership a human is in. It's a human thought. I don't respect any of it. It's all stupid. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. This cat's fighting over a word. It's all the same trolls. Bitch, I ain't conflating shit. Bitch, I'm from here, native. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about no Eastern Orthodox India. Half of y'all here that got the bloodline running through y'all is West Indies. That ain't even necessarily saying Indian. Just saying some smack monkey mutt from over there before the trade slavery. Don't tell me nothing about no knowledge. Shut your ass up, bitch. I'm over here on American soil. You're not saying nothing. You sound like an aboriginal. What you trying to say? That you black, but you really the person that was called an Indian first or something like that? You just a $5 nigger. Shut your with BBs in the back of your head. Shut your ass up. Ain't nobody conflating nothing with nothing. You lost your hairline. We ain't got to conflate nothing with nothing. I bet you got the George Foreman right now. I bet your eyebrows look like goddamn Yogi Bear right now. We don't got to conflate no goddamn words. We ain't even got to create no words. We can look at you in the mirror and look at me in the mirror, bitch. That's it. Shut your ass up. And try not to wear no feathers, claiming something, and get the feathers tied up in your BDs. Funked out ass nigga. I said real shit. Funked out asses. I said y'all motherfuckers is retarded. Shut your ass up. You need to lay off my dick. Oh, so how about that one? You must want to see it. No wonder you screenshotted it earlier and stuff like that. Don't make no goddamn sense. Oh, it's that real stuff. You trolls are a joke to yourself. I'm just having fun right now, killing time. No, I said because I'm a real man. Once I cut the live stream off, I ain't thinking about when you going live again. I'm not even thinking about you. I can't remember nothing you said as far as me listening to you teach about anything. Nothing. I'm going in the real world with my mind again. Whatever mind I got that attracted you to be a troll in the first place. I'm more comfortable with that. I don't need a thought of you there for me to be comfortable with myself. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I cut the live stream off, I'm going back into that happy world that you not in. I'll say you don't exist in nothing. I never need you there, nothing. So that's another reason why you troll all the time. You mad at that. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about me more than I think about you. I don't even know who you is to even think about you. Never heard nothing you teach. Nothing. You just like a nobody. So like I'm giving you like the little piece of the human energy you want. The humans feed up. They feed any type of attention they get or whatever like that. They don't know I'm actually going to be 13 tomorrow. They don't know I'm actually the vampire. They don't know I'm actually drinking. You humans is fun. I toy with humans' minds my whole life. It's amusing. I don't have to go out my way. I don't have to be some reprobate already in my life, so I'm already bored with an idle mind. So I ain't doing shit with myself. So I'm online all the time. So if I'm online all the time, anytime I'm trying to get online, I portray myself like some fake busy energy, like I'm busy, and I'll never be in no inboxes. That's how you know somebody ain't really busy like that. Because when a person busy, the money is in the inbox. You have to apologize and get there and stuff like that. That's how you going. So for the most part, if I was a person that's a nobody already, I will automatically find somebody to hate with my idol's mind. It'll probably be somebody like Uriel or something like that. And then for the most part, okay, I'll find them to troll every day and things of that nature because I'm already unproductible. That's just what you're reflecting. You're not reflecting anything wise or anything of that nature or anything that you're saying And when I respond to it, like you accomplish anything, like it, like in my mind, how I'm seeing it, it's like how can I feed? That's it. Saying to me, like that's pretty much it. All right, I gotta go to the store. So I just don't have y'all human thoughts and feelings. I just don't get it. I choose not to get it either. I don't want to get it either. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. I'd rather still be me. I like being me a lot better. Sarah, I'm gonna keep it 100. I like me a lot better. I don't know if I even try to dive into human thought to even consider having a troll page and leaving something like my opinion matter, even if a person respond anyway. Like it's like I can't find it. Like I never ever want to be in that position ever in my life. So I just never ever want to be in that position you is in my day of my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't work on it. I'm not gonna work on it going there tomorrow. I'm not gonna work on it going on there next week. So it's pretty much gonna be like, as long as I'm up here, you're gonna be in that position, and I'm gonna be in my position. So that's a fucked up thing. That's a fucked up position for you to be in. That's a fucked up position for you to be in. Like real shit. But yeah, y'all humans do anything in today's time because y'all Generation Z. So y'all would take anything to build some coping mechanism to enjoy your day. Y'all got the weirdest ways of enjoying y'all day. This is the weirdest ways of enjoying y'all day in the world. Y'all saying real stuff. It's your mama's ass crack hair. That's what it is. Y'all said the one she should have shaved before she had your ass from the Caucasus Mountain. Y'all saying real stuff. That's what it is. I know it's hard for you to understand. You know what I'm saying? So you could come on my live stream tomorrow and troll to try to understand. You can come on my live stream the day after that to come and try to understand. I'm saying? Now, what you're not going to be able to understand is when I cut the live stream off. I'm saying I might be fucking your mama. So that's what you don't understand. Like stuff like that. Like there's stuff going on in the world that this is a reason why you watch me. Things that we do behind closed doors pour into everything we're doing, even things that people can see. So obviously, I'm getting something you can't get. I'm doing something you can't do. So you might not understand it, which is why you always on my live stream every day and I'm not on yours. You just know the way I act is different than a person who like you act who probably got shriveled nuts. You just know the way I act is probably like a person that don't act like a person like you who just don't know how to come up with any intellectual thing and to say. You know what I'm saying? You just know that a person like me act like a person like you act that is totally different. You don't know how to deal with people in your real life. So before you could go outside and know how to breathe air, you got to get online and have somebody teach you how to breathe air. You know what I'm saying? So before you can even go outside and know everything, you know the alphabet, you know the technology, you know these weird social apps and things of that nature to go ahead and come up here with the same pages I blocked and everything, but you fail to know how to put it to use and actually go outside and actually do that with real people, and that's why your mother shanked you. So at some point, we just like in some type of new age where it's like this fully retarded. You know what I'm saying? And it's like so retarded where a person enjoyment, where they think they actually doing something that they think is good for them, is actually bad. It's very bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like very retarded. It's very backwards thinking. And this is the blaming of the new Mason and Jewish world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these people is retarded. And y'all know they white people, because white people look at everybody the same. So that's how y'all know. That's how they put the jokes in the movie. That's how they always putting jokes up on here and stuff like. They look at all people the same. Fucking stupid. A white person will call an Arab a nigga. It's fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. I'm giving a silence for God. I'm just trying to see how much narky energy these trolls got. Because they really communicating with y'all. Like, in my mind, that's the dumbest thing ever in my... But I'm going to be quiet. And y'all shouldn't even respond to them. Y'all should have them talk to themselves. Why I reprobate them spiritually. And y'all should act like they don't exist while I'm making their little existence don't go their way by reprobating them. Because it's like, I'm interested in humans. I like to count how much effort stuff is. So they got about 7 pages on here today, including the ones I deleted. Like, that boosts my ego. I be having a coping because they be playing my numbers another way, so I use other things boost my ego too. So it's like you just put in this much effort. I like watch hours and stuff like that. Even though I ain't gonna go the whole 15 minutes because I gotta go to the stove. I would though if I had to go to the stove. So I get good watch hours and stuff like that, and all the what they call that on YouTube, analytics page involvement. The channel involvement that builds up channel involvement. That's why they took off the thumb down button, because they don't care. They just look at it like, okay, involvement. So this builds a lot of involvement. So that's how I look at the analytics. So sometimes I could curse, but it won't go yellow based on it being a lot of involvement. So they'll look at the ad, they look at it like, well, we might still need to put ads on it then, and not limit the ads, because whatever he's saying must not be what we think, because there's a lot of involvement. And wherever there's a lot of involvement, that's where the advertisement go. That's why sometimes y'all see this page break the shadow banning. Because when I do times like this and go in on because I know what I'm doing. So when I take a break and go in on the troll to make them copy and paste more, it's the computer on YouTube read it as just comments. They don't look at it like as a bulkage of one. So they look at that as involvement. So it make them second question, should they limit the ad and put it on yellow? Because the more an involvement, the more the ads gonna get people seeing it. That's how the computer render it and stuff. So they call it watch time or something like that. That's a little trick that content creators be doing and stuff like that. That's why a lot of content creators, a lot of times, if they do have an intro or playing music, sometimes they go even longer than me. You know what I'm saying? But there's like little tricks like that to rock the little check to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because once upon a time, Kanye did that. He did a 24-hour live stream doing repeating the same interview over and over again. Y'all remember that? And it was all kind of animated bots on the shit like that. He got a good healthy check from that shit though. He got like a good ass healthy check. Like a good ass healthy check with that one. I was hold up, but I'll go for a couple more seconds. Yeah, I got a good ass healthy check from that. So it's just like this new internet type thing where the content creator know how to just. I don't even know what the trolls be thinking though. It's funny. I don't know what else they saying. And some of these trolls, y'all, be coming as fake supporters too. But I be knowing they Masons and stuff like that too, because don't no troll be having that much money. Because a regular person that just support me too ain't necessarily got that type of money. So it's almost like weird that humans is weird that way. I just be sitting back thinking like, what is this? Are you trying to make me plan something somewhere and like infiltrate it or something like that? That like I don't get it. What kind of like goddamn it undercover shit is this? You'll be rocked to sleep forever. I'll tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do real good witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? So don't play that game. You know what I'm saying? Because I get you hyped. make you think I'm about to set up something up before I get $1 million. You have to give me $1 million, and I still won't do it. You don't want to play that game. I said, so you might have to do something else. Try something else. I don't give a fuck about none of you humans. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you little weird games that you humans make allows me to know how to put you in a more hell where you need it. You know what I'm saying? That's all my job I'm here to do is put you in a hell based on feeding your desire. Don't give me no desire I see. Don't throw no desire at me. I'm not in y'all humans' brain. I'm totally separate from humanity. I don't know what the hell y'all thinking when y'all be insulting my intelligence. Don't throw no desire at me, and I get to see it clearly, and I see it from just humans that don't know no better, no matter what seat they on. I just look at it like, what is this? Why is this human throwing a desire at me like I'm supposed to react to it a certain way? Let me play this game. Let me see how far this goes. You know what I'm saying? While I'm still talking my shit in the middle of it, because really I'm really upset. I feel like my intelligence is insulted. I really would jump out this body and die right now and really put hell on everything. You know what I'm saying? You lucky I'm in this motherfucking body. I'm saying I really be having to think about certain stuff, like, but I'm cool. I'm cooling right now. I like this little slick way God taught me how to do it. I like this little slick way. I don't need to be that explosive. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even be able to breathe. You wouldn't even be able to breathe. You think y'all creating technology online and stuff like I'll show you what being on a line, a frequency line is, and you won't be able to breathe, bitch. In my distance. I'm saying you got to know this. But yeah, I'm running this stuff. I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. You know what I'm saying? Let you humans build you your own circumstances. You know, I will always love you. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't love yourself. That's why you're here.